Thank you very much. All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Hopefully you are nice and warm in this little chilly weather we got here now that we're in November. Although the daytime temperatures will say differently in some places. At nighttime, it's definitely been getting really cold. So hopefully you are staying toasty warm and enjoying all the holiday treats that are coming up out there, folks. So again, thank you for joining our meeting tonight, hosted by your Captain's Council members. And we got a bunch of stuff to share with you ahead of the holiday season, because our next meeting is really not going to be until January when we all meet in person. So let's go ahead and get started. Ooh, just lost our slideshow. That's okay. We can work on the fly if we have to in the meantime. So anyway, as you know, we're coming up into year 2025, which is 40 years of impact that the Relay for Life movement has had. We talked about that a bit last month. And if those of you have had the opportunity to watch last Thursday's broadcast showing by our national Relay for Life lead volunteer, Becky Van Loon, who talked about those 40 years of impact and what we've helped to accomplish for the American Cancer Society. If not, we have sent out the links for you to be able to rewatch that broadcast. There was lots of great information on there. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. So moving along, next up, we are your Captain's Council lead, along with our event leads, Sam and Amy, and Abby, of course, still our staff. So any information you're looking for, you can always reach out to any of us at any time. And of course, if you don't know when Relay for Life is, it is Saturday, May 3rd, 2025, over at Central Park. And as far as we know, we will be in the same location that we were in last year, unless the city tells us otherwise. So let's plan for where we're going to be, folks. As always, we talk about the mission and how important it is to the American Cancer Society, and who better to lead us in our mission than our own Brad Peach. Brad, take it away.
All right. Welcome, everyone. November is Lung Cancer Awareness Month, and as we all know, the leading cause of lung cancer is tobacco use, mainly the smoking of tobacco. Lung cancer is among the most common cancers of both men and women and accounts for almost 25% of all cancer diagnoses. And 80% of these diagnoses are linked to smoking, which includes secondhand smoke. Okay, well, what happens on the third Thursday of every November? It is the Great American Smokeout. This year will be on November 21st, and it's the day for a smoker to start their journey into a smoke-free life. Like other addictions, if a smoker can quit for one day, he or she can quit for life. That's the idea behind the Great American Smokeout. The Great American Smokeout began on November 18th, 1976. The California division of the American Cancer Society got nearly 1 million people who smoked to quit for one day. That California event marked the first official smokeout, and the American Cancer Society took it nationwide in 1977. Since then, there have been dramatic changes in the way the public views tobacco advertising and tobacco use. Most public places and work areas now are smoke-free. This protects people who don't smoke and supports people who, who smoke and want to quit. The American Cancer Society can also help access the resources through the website. It can help a smoker quit. That is www.cancer.org. Nearly 38 million Americans still smoke cigarettes, and smoking remains the single largest preventable cause of death and illness in the world. Smoking causes 480,000 deaths each year in the United States alone, which is about 20% of the annual death toll. Although the research is still going on for e-cigarettes, we know that there are several cancer-causing chemicals in many of the vaping fluids. We all know someone who smokes. So let's try and get just one person to quit smoking for one day on the 21st and remind them if they can quit for one day, they can quit for life. Great journeys start with just one step. That's it. That's it.
Thank you, Brad. Abby, can you jump in on this one with the ACS can? I just have to go off camera for just a second. Sorry.
Sure. So, has anybody not heard about the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network? If you haven't, the ACS CAN is the sister organization to the American Cancer Society. This entity takes information from the American Cancer Society, like the research that we do, to find things, things that affect people who have had cancer. For example, or affect people in being diagnosed with cancer. For example, what Brad was just talking about, and the links between smoking and tobacco and lung cancer is something that the American Cancer Society discovered during one of our population studies. And in taking that research into action, the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network has legislated to remove smoking from facilities, workplaces, restaurants, like Brad mentioned. So that's kind of the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network at work. That's an example of it. This organization also supports increased funding for cancer research from the national government and various entities across the United States. We are working in every community at the local level, the state level, and the federal level to really provide better opportunities for better outcomes for cancer patients everywhere. And if you want to become a member of this organization, all it takes is a $10 membership donation annually. And in becoming a member, you can really let your voice be heard to your local legislators, your state legislators, and the federal legislators who represent you in DC. There are opportunities throughout the year for you to sign on various petitions or write letters to your local congressperson to encourage them to support some of the bills that the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network is advocating for and lobbying for. All of these bills and all of these initiatives that we support are completely nonpartisan. We really are just focused on helping people who are affected by cancer. So you are welcome to get signed up, chat with me or Brad about how to do that. And in doing so, you can make some tangible, actionable change to really end cancer as we know it for everyone.
Can I say something, Abby?
Yeah.
I just got a letter. They show that they don't listen from the Senate. When I answered or sent one of those things in, I got a 2-page letter from our senator.
You got a response. That's great. That's fantastic. I'm so happy you got a response.
So it
goes to show that they're paying attention, and your voice really is truly heard here. And don't be overwhelmed thinking that you have to write a letter and understand all the ins and outs of these policies. The templates we have available kind of has all that information in it, and you're welcome to add your own personalizations if you want to, but it really is just a great opportunity, like I said, to make your voice heard and to take another opportunity to fight back against cancer for everyone. Right. And this is our 2024 website. We will be renewing this for 2025. So stay tuned, but we will have an online platform for you to get signed up and become a member right away. And it'll support our local event as well. Jen, are you back, or do you want me to keep going?
No, that was my turn.
Oh, Susan. Okay, perfect.
It's me. Yeah. Hi, everybody. So we're going to reveal what our 2025 relay theme is for this year. And Decades of Hope is what's been decided on. So Jen did some research, and she gave me some ideas that were kind of really fun to think about. So, of course, teams can choose to use the theme or use their own theme. Whatever they choose to do. But if you choose to be part of or to use the Decades of Hope theme, here's just a few ideas that I found that could be fun. So an overall theme could be time travel, create a nostalgic atmosphere by incorporating elements from different decades, maybe a time capsule filled with items from different decades, pictures, things like that. Information, things regarding medical things, especially regarding cancer, things like that. For vintage photographs, black and white photos of historical events and figures, if you're doing something from way back. More up to date in 1980s theme, using neon signs of vintage style posters to create eye-catching displays. Centerpieces inspired by specific decades, maybe a 1920s flapper themed arrangement. Another suggestion was some interactive experiences, maybe a DIY craft station where people that come by can create their own decade themed crafts, such as tie-dyed shirts. Photo booths create themed photo booths with props and backgrounds from different decades. Lots more decorating and fundraising ideas we'll share as we come across them, or if other people have some ideas, and we'll share them at the meetings and on the Team Captain Facebook page. So Decades of Hope could be a really fun theme for the teams to do. And of course, the teams, if they choose to do the decades, can pick which decade they want to do. And that's just some ideas. Sounds like fun.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you, Jen. It was good. What'd you do? The AI thing?
Yeah, Google has something called Genesis AI, and I just put in a prompt saying I'm looking for ideas on a theme around decades, and it's amazing what AI can actually be a positive thing to use to come up with different ideas. So if you have an opportunity.
Yeah, there was so many more, but I picked out the ones that I thought were fun and doable. Well, thank you for doing that for me.
You're welcome. All right, Angie, I think you're on here. You want to give us an update where we're at on our goals?
Absolutely. Hello. All right. So for our 2025 goals, let's see. Where'd you go? Aha. So our fundraising goal for this year is 340,000. Last year, we got to our goal. It took a little work, but we got there. I think this year it's going to be easier to get to our actual goal. Easier to get to the 300,000. I think we're going to be great at actually hitting the 340. Right now we're at 26,000, and we still have 13,000 coming in from Bark because we killed it at Bark. Our sponsorships, our goal this year is 100,000. Right now we're at 20,000, which is already pretty awesome since we haven't even gotten to 2025 yet. So that's fantastic. Our number of survivors is 250, and we only have 21 right now. So that just means you guys gotta sign up your survivors. Every one of us knows people who are going through chemotherapy or have been, and you get them all signed up. Number of teams, we want 85. Right now we're at 26. So if you guys have any businesses that you think would want to, get involved, they can make a team, or youth groups, churches, anything like that. Talk to them about Relay. Have them sign up. We need more teams. And our goal this year for ACS CAN is 40. And I know we don't have the website quite there yet, but I'm expecting next time we have one of these goal updates and that website is up, I want to see double digits on that thing. I'm going to be one of them. I expect all of you guys to be too. But yeah, I think we're going to breeze past a lot of our goals this year. I think we're going to do it. Yeah.
Well, I don't think, Angela, I know we're going to do it.
Yeah.
That's the attitude we're going to have. We are going to do this. We're not only going to hit those goals, we're going to go over those goals, and we're going to get there by the time our Relay for Life event actually happens. So we can definitely celebrate. So, keep up with all of your great team fundraisers. We love seeing all the stuff you guys are doing. So now up next, we're going to hear from our event leads. They got some information to share with you coming up. So take it away.
Hello, sorry. So we do have some open available positions on the ELT that we are still looking for some people to fill them. So if you're interested in joining our ELT for the year, or if you know anybody that is, we're still looking for sponsorship, marketing, and recognition. And then, of course, if you know anybody that is willing to help volunteer day of, we could always use day of volunteers as well if they can't commit to the ELT. And then relay first lap is, Abby, can you confirm the date with me? For some reason, I thought it was on a Saturday, but I looked at the calendar and it shows a Monday.
It's the 11th.
The 11th?
The
Perfect.
4th.
Just wanted to make sure. So on January 11th, it is a Saturday. We will be at Central Park. We're thinking around 9 a.m. We're going to have some coffee and donuts available for everybody to celebrate our relay first lap together.
And what is relay first?
And then last but not least, I believe, I could be wrong, we are kicking off Hope for the Holidays finally. So we do have, I will be sending out some trackers to you guys and also our flyer that is attached here. We so far have 10 prizes. So we are good to go, and we'll be sending those trackers out so that you guys can sell your tickets, and then we'll be doing the drawing on December 10th at the All Teams Christmas Party.
So Amy, how much of a donation does a person need to make to be entered?
Sorry, I have a screaming toddler. I believe it was $10 a ticket, if I'm not incorrect. Yes, $10 a ticket. We'll send you the tracker so they can donate the money to your team, and then their name will get added on to, we're going to do a spin wheel so that they can win the prizes. And they'll be entered to every single prize. If they get picked, they get put back into the spin wheel. It's not that they're taken out completely.
And if anyone hasn't heard of this before, the Hope for the Holidays is really intended to, provide a way for your teams to participate in fundraising from an event level. So thank you to all the teams who helped contribute some of these prizes. All teams are eligible to raise funds during this time frame. So we'll send out trackers to all current team captains. So if you haven't signed your team up yet, please get them signed up right now. And all the team captains will have these trackers. There'll be Excel sheets. That's what we're referring to when we say tracker, where you'll be able to keep track of donations made to your team, the name of the donor, the phone number, contact information of the donor, so that when they win, we can reach out to them and let them know, and then get these prizes to them in time for the holidays.
And it's a lot of fun. This is our 4th year. Our 4th year doing this, and it's a great way to jumpstart our fundraising. So this is going on. Like I said, they're just kicking this off now. It'll be going on until December 3rd, which is perfect timing because on our next slide, is the middle of our national fall fundraising campaign that is going on. It's the Fall Fundraising Challenge, and that's where participants fundraise $350 the whole month from November 1st till December 3rd. And if they raise $350 or more during that particular time period, they get to redeem this cool looking white sweatshirt, crew neck sweatshirt with the different logos of the Relay for Life logos from the past. So, you continue this, as you're quote selling tickets for Hope for the Holidays yourself as an individual, you're also helping yourself get towards this $350 goal. So if you want to go ahead and get that sweatshirt as well, you could double up on this. It's really a great thing to do there. So if you haven't already started, if you haven't already let your team members know, and if they haven't registered yet, nudge, nudge, get them going there soon. All right. Any questions so far? I know we're throwing a lot of information out to some people. I'm looking through who's joining us, and I know I see a few new names there. So if there's any questions, you can either put it in the chat box there and we can answer it for you there, or if you want to come off mute and just say, hey, got something to say, let us know. All right. Well, like Like, I can't believe it's already November, but last month we had Bark for Life, and it was an amazing event from what I heard. So let's hear from our Bark committee. We got some pictures to share. We want to hear how it all went. So please let us know.
All right. I don't know. Is Kathleen on? No. Okay. Anyway, as
Oh,
a-
hello.
hello.
Hi, I'm on the phone, Brad. I couldn't log in,
Oh, okay. I just
so I'm listening. Thank you.
okay, perfect. Well, as the I'll say the dog got let out of the bag here. We had a income of our income goal was $10,000, and we blew that away. We're sitting currently at $13,112 dollars. We had a goal of 10 sponsors. We made just under that. We had 9 sponsors. However, our vendors, we had a goal of 15, and we ended up with 22 vendors. We had a goal of 12 teams. We had 14, and we had a goal of 80 participants. That's registered dogs, and we had actually 90. So it was a wonderful event. There was things happening all the time. Everybody had fun. The costumes were great. It was it flew by from start to finish. And then, as I say, we actually were at goal before we even started the event. So thank you everybody that worked, or the entire BART committee worked so hard to get this thing as good as it was. Kathleen, do you have anything to add?
No, I think that pretty much does it, Brad, but we're already working on next year, aren't we?
Yes, we are. And it's going to be
All
better.
right.
There's some pictures.
Fine.
And
And
if
all
you're
the pictures
interested-
are available on the Smug Mug site, and there's a link to it on the Bark for Life webpage. So you could check out all the fun. Just a sample.
And for those of you that are on the call are interested in wanting to help plan for Bark for Life for 2020, 2025, 2026 season, depending on how it ends, go ahead and reach out to us and we can connect you to that committee. Or if you want to think about joining a team, having a Bark team for that, and that money will then get eventually transferred over to your Relay for Life team in 2026.
Or
I
if you
know.
just like, if you would just like more information, if you're not even sure what Bark for Life is and you want more information, reach out to me and I will be happy to explain everything and sucker you into joining the committee.
right.
You slipped it. Yeah, you slipped that in, Brad. All right.
So next up, since Kathleen couldn't log in, she's just listening in. Kathleen, it's the slide about the Holiday Boutique. Is there still spaces left for teams to want to join, or is everything all sold out?
Well, everything is pretty much sold out. However, we do have spaces on our patio where our other teams will be. I had a kind of a disappointing comment from someone who said that they hadn't heard about the Holiday Boutique, and I said I think it's because maybe the team captain doesn't attend the meetings when they're available, because that's where the information is given. So if we just need to make sure, and if they're not able to attend the meetings, then they at least take a couple of minutes to go over the notes as they're sent out after the meeting, so they don't miss the opportunity of signing up for a space. It's a perfect way to start earning money for your team. And there's no cost, you don't pay the vendor fee. You're just there as a guest and earning money for your team.
That's right. And in fact, right now, if you don't follow us on Instagram or on Facebook there, we do have this listed out there. We have the Holiday Boutique as an event on there. So if you can find it on our SCV Relay Facebook page, share it out on your personal pages. Start helping us really promote this out there so that way it gets out to a lot of people. we do what we can through all the other public Facebook pages like Santa Cruz Community and a few others that I know that Susan posts on there too, to get the word out, to get people to know that our holiday boutique is coming up, because it's here in about less than 2 weeks. So, all right, folks, thank you so much. So next up is our Survivor Caregiver Committee. They got some exciting stuff to share.
All right. Hi, guys. It's Laura. And I don't think Leslie or Aaron are on here. No, I don't think so. All righty. So I will be going on. We have lots of different things coming up. First off, calling all survivors. Okay, team captains and ELT members, get those survivors registered. We have a date and a venue for our Survivor Caregiver Dinner. It's March 1st, 2025 at the Canyon Country Community Center from, I think, around between like 5 and 8 p.m. There'll be lots of entertainment. There'll be a few raffles. There'll be lots of stuff. There'll be food. It's a lot of fun. If you attended last year, it's going to be bigger. We had to get a bigger venue. So make sure you get your survivors signed up for Relay for Life. And,
Takers.
I'm getting there.
Oh.
I'm getting there. Yeah, after they sign up, towards the end of the year or beginning of 2025, we will get a link sent out like we did last year to all survivors to RSVP for the dinner. But you have to be registered for our relay to begin with to get that RSVP link. All right, next slide. Next one we have for our team captains. We'd love your help. Last year we had a lot of fun. The team captains hosted or decorated all of our tables for the dinner. And it was a lot of fun, a lot of decorations, whole different themes. Doesn't have to be the theme of the relay. It can be theme of your team. It can be whatever you want. We were not really restrictive on the themes for the tables, just decoration. So, and we'll get more information on that as well. If you want to sign up and get decoration information, survivors at scvrelay.org is always a good place to start. And we'll get more information on that. We'll have tables, I'm pretty sure round tables for 8, not 10. 10 was a little crowded. So I think we're gonna go down to 8. And then also, if you see the slide there, we are looking, back one, Jen. There we go. We're always looking for sponsors for our dinner. We have sponsorship opportunities anywhere from $3,000 all the way down to donations of raffle items or baskets, dessert sponsors, dinner sponsors. We're always looking for different sponsors. If you know somebody who has a business that would like to donate to our dinner, whether it be monetary from any one of these things, or any of the dinner sponsors, any of that stuff, let us know. If you yourself, if by chance you won the big lottery ticket tonight, hey, you can always donate to this. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, next, I think we have a fundraiser coming up at Funburger on December 11th. They're going to give us 25%, and that money is going to help offset our dinner, the Survivor dinner. So come out and join us for a Funburger dinner. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I think that's all we have.
Yes, it is. Of course, when we reconvene again in January, we'll definitely have a lot more information, more updates on the Survivor celebration, as well as our day of event and things that will be needed for that as well too. So stay tuned, folks. All right, moving on. Rana.
Okay, that's me. All right. So hi, everyone. I want to just take a minute or two and just do a quick review with you on our website. Hopefully, you know the website address is scvrelay.org, and that goes to our actual event. Next slide. If you go there and it looks like this, that means that you maybe are still logged in from a previous time and it's taking you directly to your dashboard. We're going to review the dashboard on another occasion, but basically you want to, where the red square is, where it says My Event, is where you would want to go to get to the main web page. Next slide. So this is the top part of our website, and you can see the very top buttons, donate and join this relay. If someone was coming to the site for the first time, they could either just make a donation or join and sign up with those buttons. And then there are 4 other tabs below that: learn about relay, get involved, fundraising, and resources. If you've never explored those links before, please take a few minutes and check it out sometime, because there's really a lot of great information and resources, like I said, that will help you in your team fundraising to get to know and understand Relay a bit more. Next slide, please. The next section down will tell you about the event, and as we know, there's the date, the location, and then following the event. There are also the same 2 buttons at the bottom, donate and join the relay, but there's also a button that'll take you to a separate page for Luminaria sales. If you have not checked on below the date, the first column, it says more details, and that shows up on the next slide, please. Under more details, takes us to a separate page, which is event details. And right now it has a lot of generic information, the date, location, the event day activities will be added as we get a little closer to our event. It'll tell us all the times of the events, what food trucks are going to be there, and what time Luminaria is. So you definitely want to be able to find this spot as we get closer. It has good information. There's some great resources here as well. What should I bring? What should I not bring? And other resource links too, like what is Relay for Life, if you wanted to explain that to new people coming onto your team, etc. So again, another great link under more details. Okay, next slide. The next section below that is event announcements. Now this section gets updated very frequently, so check back on it as often as you can. This is where we're going to put, fundraising events and meetings and fundraisers from teams that are having as well. So one thing I want you to be aware of is you'll notice, like on the first one, the text is actually cut off a little bit. So you do have to click on where the red oval is. It says show more, and it'll expand the text for you to be able to read the whole thing. So always look for that. Next slide. And then at the very bottom of the announcement section, it says show all. Because you won't see all of the announcements in one spot. It only allows you to post like 4 of them showing at one time. So in order to see everything that's there, you have to click on show all, and additional ones will drop down below that. Okay, next slide. And I just wanted to point out that if you're always looking, or if you do look at the website from your phone, it will be a different experience because everything is just a vertical scroll. So all the same information is there, all the same links are there, but you just have to just keep scrolling down to read it all. Okay, next slide. The section below that is links to different pages that we have created with additional information. So the first one says team information page. Please check that out. It has a lot of good information for team captains, participants. It'll tell you when our meetings are. There's different forms and resource guides for you to use. And for example, if anyone misses this meeting tonight, we'll be putting on that page a recap and then the recorded session as well for you to find. So again, a very important one for you to know about, team information page. Below that is event leadership page. So if you want to find who your event leads are or any other type of contact information, you're going to find it there. And then a new one this year is Get Tech Help. And that is something that I'm working on to add special resources for you to, learn the website better and how-tos and all that. So there's going to be some video how-tos and also my contact information on that page. And then at the very bottom takes you to the Smug Mug page, which has all the current and prior Relay and Bark events that you can see all these great pictures from those events. And it really can be helpful to, you have anybody new that doesn't know anything about Relay, you can go through some of the prior events and see, get an idea what it looked like. Okay, so check those out if you like. And next slide. And then just below that is the event fundraising information. Is sorted by teams, participants, and companies. And do know that at the very bottom, you can see all the teams and all the participants by clicking on those links. It also gives you the option of sorting that list either by dollar amount or alphabetical. So if you are looking for somebody, that's one way to find it there. Okay, next slide. And then below that is the amount we have raised. So this is always a fun section to look at. It's always good to see the amount of money going up. You can see where our goal is, and then it'll count down to how many days we have left until our event. Okay, next. And then below that is the section for survivors and caregivers, and it gives just a little bit of information about how we honor them. And if they have not signed up before, it gives you a link there as well. And they could click on sign up there, amongst other places. And then that takes you to the next slide. The basic registration page, which we've all gone through before, where they can sign up for our event, and that will register them as a survivor when they check that box. Okay. Next page. And then towards the bottom is a few other sections that don't have too much yet, but it will be filling up soon. There's forms and documents. Right now there's the youth participation agreement, but we'll be adding a lot more things as we get a little closer. And of course, our sponsors, we do a shout out to every sponsor that contributes, and there's a scroll at the bottom of the page so you can see who those sponsors are. And then a link to become a sponsor as well. So it's all there. This is all on the front page of the Relay website. Okay, next page. Slide, sorry. And that kind of wraps it up for me on that. I just want to let you know that I'm planning to also, maybe on the next meeting, talk a lot more about customizing your page and how to use it to ask for donations from your dashboard. So that's what your dashboard looks like, and we'll go through some of those things next time. And then next slide. And just a reminder, which I've mentioned before, making sure you get your team registered, get your participants to register, your teammates. Please look at this website regularly. Those of you that are saying you're missing about what's going on, it's like we said, it's on our social media, but the website is a solid place to look at also, and it's always updated. Make sure everyone on your team has the fundraising app, how to sign into it, and that's the best way to accept your donations. We have Facebook, Instagram to follow. And if you still need help after that, know who your Captain's Council mentor is, or you can always email chairs@scvrelay.org. And my final slide after that, I think. And if you have any other further questions, please feel free to reach out to me at any time, Rana. And my email will be online at scvrelay.org. So if you need a little special guidance on getting any of that stuff started, please reach out and let me know. That's it.
Great. Thank you, Rana.
You're welcome.
Next up. All right. Got a bunch of upcoming events and fundraisers that are happening. So we hope you guys are paying attention. And like I said, keep constantly looking at the website because we're constantly updating. Because right now, if we go to the next slide, it's already wrong because there's already a fundraiser that is not listed on here that just got listed on. That's how quickly this changes. From the time that Rana helped me put this together, it's already been updated. So like the Survivor fundraiser dinner is not listed on here, but it is on the website. So make sure that you guys pay attention to that. And yeah, so I mean, lots of stuff going on this, especially in the next few weeks. I love that there's so many things to happen. So you could support in so many ways. We love to support each other. It's a friendly competition. Yes, some of us like to see if we can raise more money than the other team. But at the end of the day, we're all in this for the same reason, and that's to raise money for the American Cancer Society, and to help out those who need the help where we can. All right. Here's another more fundraisers, the ever popular Rose Parade fundraiser that the Team Got Cured does. That's headed up by Kathleen and Carol. This is always fun. They're still selling tickets on this one there. We've had some people who've won there say that they've enjoyed the experience so much there. So it's not too late to still get it in there. And next up. Yes, we are having a little holiday mixer. So, Amy, are you still on the phone?
I am. So we will be having our holiday mixer on December 10th at the Henry Mayo Center. Address is below, and then it will be listed also on the website. It's going to be starting at 6:30 p.m. and it is going to be potluck style. I will have the sign-up sheet sent out, and I can also include the link in the chat right now for you guys.
Perfect. Yeah, because I just saw your email, so we didn't get a chance to drop it into the slides.
No worries. I just wanted you to have it for recap.
Perfect. Yeah. So we hope you guys can come on out and enjoy. It's a lot of fun. It's also what also is happening on during the holiday mixer.
We are pulling the prizes and the winners for the Hope for the Holidays giveaway.
Yeah, so you definitely want to be there in person, especially if you're one of the ones that bought a ticket into there, and hopefully you can walk home with a prize that night. All right, next slide. So this is a list of all of our team meetings. So like I said, so we got our holiday party next month in December, but there's not going to be an official meeting per se. So our first official meeting, which will be in person at the Henry Mayo Center, is going to be on January 7th, which is perfect timing because it's just a few days before Relay First Lap. So that way we can update you guys on some more information that comes down the line for Relay First Lap. And hopefully you guys can join us. And if you can't join us in person at Central Park that day, but you can do it wherever you're at, please do so. And we're going to have a special hashtag that we want you guys to use to post on your social media and make it public so that way we can track it. And because we collect those photos. So the Smug Mug photo album we have there, we get those pictures from you guys. So when you tag scvrelay.org, SCV Relay, we gather all those photos and share them in there. So just make sure you continue on that. But yeah, so those are our team meetings. And then there's just, like Rana had mentioned before, there's a separate page for the ELT meetings. So if you're interested in wanting to attend those as well, you're welcome to do so. Moving on. Hey, Abby, anything going on in your world?
Yeah, that's me. Okay, let me update this really quick because I just added a cool image to this slide. So I just want to make sure that you get to see it. So let me reshare my screen. But I'm excited to share that our 2025 sponsorship packet for Relay for Life on May 3rd is ready. It'll be added to our website shortly. And this is really awesome because there are sponsorship levels in here anywhere from $1,000 to $25,000. There's opportunities for businesses small and large. And there's some really cool, unique sponsorship opportunities this year for businesses to really take ownership over a piece of our event. And that allows them to, again, small and large businesses have the opportunity to pick some of these things. But anything from our kids camp to our Survivor Village to our Luminaria booth or our purple chair or this purple arch that's right behind me. So there's lots of different opportunities that are really unique for our event. And then there's also many more opportunities that, again, can appeal to any business size. So that will be added to our website soon.
Awesome. Perfect. And if for some reason you guys just need one right away, reach out to Abby and she'll work to get that to you. Like if you have a meeting with your boss like tomorrow or something and you want to get this in their hands, please let Abby know and she'll get that to you. All right. Awesome. Thanks, Abby. So I think we're getting towards the end here. So right now we're opening this up to you guys. Any questions or comments? Like I said, it's a lot of information being shared out there with you. Any celebrations you want us to give a little clap for you guys? Or you got something to celebrate? Anyone? Well, we know we sent out a lot of information to you, and believe me, we're going to have some more. We'll constantly have more information to share with you. And so we hope that you guys will appreciate the information and share out the information. And, you know, anytime you have any questions, we are here for you. We're a source of information for you guys. Many of us have been doing this for a very long time, and you know, it's always great to learn something new. Even after 24 years of me being a part of Relay for Life, I'm always learning something new, and I love sharing out that information. You know, we love visiting other events and getting ideas, going out there. You know, I've gone out there with Brad and Laura many times. Susan's gone out with us as well. We see Kelly that's gone out there to visit, and Sam. You know, so once we got the opportunities to go out and visit other events, although they're all done for this year. The last one just happened this past Saturday in Guam. So you're probably still flying right now if you just left Guam. So don't expect to see you anytime soon. But yeah, we are done for the year. There are no more Relay for Life events happening, and except for those that might be held at some high schools locally throughout the nation, and maybe some college campuses. But otherwise, the first ones will start up probably February, March. So once we know, we'll share those out with you, because who doesn't love a road trip, you know? But yeah, we'll definitely recap all of this. We'll get the video link back on our website with our recap of the meeting, so that way you guys can re-look at it again or share it out with your team members and family. And you know, we can do this. This is the holiday season, the time to be joyful, the time for hope. This is our time to do what we can to provide that hope for those that are going through their cancer journey. So with that, we want to say thank you. Thank you so much for all that you have done this 2024 year. It's not over yet, but you guys have done so much for us. You've done so much for the American Cancer Society, and we're just so extremely thankful for everything that you've done for us. And we end with this quote: "Growth is never mere chance. It is the result of forces working together." And that's what we are. We're an event that's growing. So it's not mere chance that we are as successful as we are, because we're all working together. So thank you, everybody. We're giving you a few minutes back early. We managed to do this in less than an hour. So thank you so much. Enjoy everything. And any questions at all, please let us know. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye. Hello.
Hello.